Hey guys, I want to tell you 3 scary travel experiences from my travels. Normally I like to focus on the positive things, but I think it's normal when you travel so much like me over the last 8 years that some bad stuff might happen. That doesn't mean I don't like the countries I mentioned in this video or anything, because I really do like them, but bad stuff can happen anywhere, and I guess some of you guys have tried that also on some of your travels. Number 1 was in Brazil, in Rio de Janeiro, and I was around 21 years old at that time. I was walking on the beach in Copacabana, and out of a sudden 5 guys came and tried to jump me. I pushed one of the guys away, then they tried to take my bag and my plastic bag, but I showed them I had nothing in the plastic bag. Then they went straight to a Dutch guy, he was like 50 or 60 years old. They jumped him and took his gold chain. It was green light, so they crossed the street. And they were gone so fast because they do it every day. That's like normal day routine. I really wanted to help that Dutch guy, but it happened so fast and they were just gone like the lightning. That was one of my first really bad travel experiences. I still remember that to this day. Number 2 was in Aleppo, Syria. I traveled Syria all the way from Damascus to Hama, to Homs, to Aleppo, and some other cities also. It was an incredible experience. I still remember the Syrian food, which is really, really nice. I only had one really bad episode, and that happened in Aleppo at night. I was sleeping in my hotel. Out of a sudden there were 3 big rocket attacks, and I woke up at night and I was freaking out. Like, you could hear them so clear, and I think it woke up the whole hotel. Like, I thought we were going to die. It was really scary. And then you imagine all the bad things that happened in Syria. Out of a sudden it just got real, you know. Really, really frightening, really scary experience. And of course I couldn't sleep more that night. But I love Syria, I have to say. It's such a great country. Number 3 was in Liberia. I traveled West Africa solo for 3 months, only me and my backpack. I didn't take any flights. I just hitchhiked, jumped on trucks, anything I could find. It was an incredible adventure. And I went to Liberia, where I was 8 days, and I had 7 really super days. But on my 7th day there were some demonstrations, and I started to feel a little bad vibes. Usually in Africa, when there are demonstrations, sometimes you have to be a little careful because you never know what can happen. Still, it was okay. Nothing too much happened that day. But the day after, I was going to cross to Ivory Coast, and out of a sudden we were driving out of Monrovia, the capital, and the road was blocked. They put all kind of stuff on the road. It was the only international road to Ivory Coast, so it was the only way we could go. I went out and I talked to the villagers. They said the president kills our children, and they said they were going to block the road for 3 days. And I had a friend from Ghana, and me and him, we were like, what is happening? We need to go to Ivory Coast. And I think all the people there, they just really wanted to go. At the same time, I understood the frustration of the villagers, because there was a murder of 2 children in the village. The police couldn't find enough evidence to continue the investigation. So of course they were frustrated. I understood their frustration, but yeah, to block the road for 3 days, that's usually not possible, and that was the case here also. And the guy from Ghana, he grabbed my shoulder and he said, we need to go now, and we ran to the car. As soon as we got in the car, the police started to shoot. I looked up outside of the window and I saw 2 people get shot, and to this day it's still something I remember, and yeah, it's really not something you want to see. That's so shocking. And the villagers, they threw homemade bombs also at our car, so there were like explosions. Out of a sudden the villagers were gone and the police cleared the road, and we just drove like crazy. We just had to get away. So yeah, I came to Ivory Coast a bit affected, but it was a wonderful trip in West Africa. I had a really good time. Did you have any bad travel experiences on the road? Please comment them below. I would like to hear them. I think it's important to share also what can happen, so you can mentally prepare yourself a bit. I'm a positive guy. I like to focus on the positive things, but again, it's important to share these kind of experiences also. I actually have a few more scary stories to tell, but I'm going to Hamburg now and I'm a bit in a rush. Maybe next time, and feel free to subscribe to Gus on the Go. See you guys.